So over the last couple of months, I think the key highlight has been us closing the deal with Vale to fund the project, which took place mid-February of this year. We've received the first tranche of funding for $10 million Australian, which we're now using to develop the project. So that's very positive. It's probably worthwhile just reminding our viewers that Vale is funding the project to decision to mine in 2 phases, and that essentially they're owning 75% of the project for $138 million US. Those are sort of the highlights there. The other things that we did is we completed some metallurgical test work. We have a pilot plant operating in Quebec City at Colem. We produced over 300 kilos of direct reduction quality pellets and over 3 tons of direct reduction concentrate. Now that is super exciting because that demonstrates that we can get these super high premium products to market, and we're doing this now on a substantial pilot scale. Other highlights include the work that we started with Vale. We spent quite a bit of time with Vale in Brazil, in Belo Horizonte, working technically on the project. We've got now a system where every key part of the project has some Vale support and obviously a Cyclone accountable person. What's really exciting there, the highlights for me, is the dry tailings. Vale has done a phenomenal amount of work with the dry tailings, and all of that is going to be transferred over to Iron Bay, which means that we should have this super high sort of sustainable mining model being fast-tracked by all that knowledge. Other highlights, in terms of engineering, we have completed the power study. We're waiting for the final report, so that will be issued to the market. The outcomes of that are very good. We're now comfortable that we can get a lot of renewable, low-cost power, and in further discussions, we'll talk about that in a bit more detail, but that's a key cost driver for any magnetite project. Other highlights include the fact that we've issued the RFQs, so requests for quotations, for the pre-feasibility study, and we're making ourselves ready for a large drilling campaign this summer. Voila, that's pretty much in condensed the latest developments. So number 1 is there will be a power study summary. We'll issue to the market the results of that study. It's a key de-risking study for the project. Bear in mind that the way that Vale and we look at this is we're basically removing all the red flags for the project development. So that's a key one. Even more exciting probably is we'll be issuing our scoping study probably end of June, subject to the work being completed. And you'll get a sense of the scale of the project, of the economics, of the type of products. And I can say no more, but it should look pretty exciting, particularly considering the funding and the backing that we've got.